First round pick out of Michigan, the 25th player selected overall, and we are underway. And it will sail out of the end zone, and it'll be 1st and 10. Pulled it down, on the move, and gonna try to run it and slides down. On 2nd down, the give is to Crowell. Crowell nowhere to go on the right side. Run out of bounds by Stephon Tuitt.
On 1st down, and Deshaun Kaiser didn't force anything. He had to take off and run as we get a penalty here.
False start. Offense, number 73. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Don't force anything upfield. If it's there, yeah, go ahead and throw it, but don't force it and cause a turnover.
Give it to Crowell, and Crowell back across the 15 to the 16-yard line, but that'll create a punting situation.
Yeah, I know he's listed as the top returner, but you're right. Coach Tomlin was pretty clear about the fact that Antonio Brown will use it.
Blocked into the end zone. Free ball, and picked up for the touchdown by Pittsburgh.
Well, not the beginning that the Browns were hoping for. See the pressure coming right up the middle.
Anthony Chickillo.
Chickillo with the block, and Chickillo was the one that recovered for the touchdown.
We got a message from Chickillo. He says, thank you very much. Once again, Jabril Peppers deep. And once again, he won't get a chance to return this. Tito from prom night.
How about it? I don't know where that came from.
Going straight ahead is Isaiah Crowell. And Crowell out to the 30. Deshaun Kaiser calling signals at the line, and they give us to Crowell once again. He's got a 1st down out across the 30, and here comes a penalty flag, 1st of the day. Our 2nd today by my mistake.
Holding. Offense, number 85. It's a 10-yard penalty replay. 2nd down.
2nd and 15. Crowell again. And Crowell to about the 24. So here's Kaiser on 3rd and 11. With time, sideline. Got his man across the 1st down marker. It's a 1st down out to the 38-yard line, and that's Njoku. Kaiser pulls it down, running out of time, and goes down at the 30-yard line. And that is Chickillo. The quarterbacks were sacked 66 times, most in the National Football League. Kaiser flips it out to the near side. This is Matthew Days, the rookie out of North Carolina State.
Monday.
Kaiser holding on to it again and going down again at the 27-yard line. This time Cameron Hayward, number 97. First punt blocked, resulting in a touchdown for the Steelers. This one he gets away, a pretty good one too. Rodgers all the way back to the 15-yard line. And up the sideline and out of bounds.
Bring pressure, he's not one to sit back.
Quick pass. And coming out of the backfield, Eli Rodgers. And he's bounced out of bounds.
Holding. Offense, number 19. As a 10-yard penalty replay.
2nd and long, and another quick pass to the near side. This is Antonio Brown, and Brown is buried. Forward progress will be marked at about the 21-yard line.
They made a mold of his head, and that's the inside of the helmet, so excited about the new technology.
2nd and 15, outside, and dancing around is Martavis Bryant, and he is brought down at the 23-yard line.
Holding. Offense, number 89. That's a 10-yard penalty replay.
The ball in the open field for his guys.
2nd and 25. Another quick pass to the near side. Incomplete. Incomplete pass. Little flip over the middle. That is complete. And cut down at the 20-yard line is Antonio Brown.
Gets some good field position.
The rookie Peppers is deep. And this is going to send him back, and it floats out of bounds. We'll see where it's marked. Crowell behind Kaiser, gets the handoff, looks for running room and gets a couple out to close to the 35-yard line. Let's check in with Jamie. It's like TJ Watt has moved up to replace him on the line as Kaiser looks one way, throws another, and overthrew. 3rd and 8. Kaiser with time. Lots of time over the middle. That is complete. The 40-yard line, that's Johnson. And Johnson breaking tackles. On 1st down, this is Crowell. And Crowell busts it up the middle. Across midfield into. There's no other plan.
There was no other plan.
Pass to the outside is complete. And inside the 45 to the 43 is Ricardo Lewis.
Just handle that all on your own.
Short yardage, 3rd and 1. And he's going to keep it and sneak for it. And let's see where forward progress is marked. Kaiser throwing over the middle, and that is complete inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Matthew Days.
Or you rush 3 and drop into zone and try and take away the lane.
This is Days to the 31.
Of the Steelers.
9th play of this drive. And Crowell.
Reasons they drafted a TJ Watt.
On 2nd and 9, Kaiser throwing, and it is caught at the 25-yard line inside the 25. They need the 21 for a 1st down. Kaiser going to throw over the middle, incomplete. And penalty markers fly.
And the Browns went empty backfield.
Defense number 28. The ball replaced at the spot of the foul, automatic. 1st down.
Ball's a little high, but the hit was too early, giving them 1st down.
1st and goal from the 3, Crowell. To about the 1. Deshaun Kaiser going to keep it and sneak for the touchdown.
I said very methodical, moving down the field. They got the help of the pass interference call, and that time Kaiser
13. They didn't allow him to pitch to preserve his arm for football.
That was a big kid in high school, wasn't he? He had the size then. Trying to keep things in front of him.
Boy, they are deep. A good 20 yards off the line. Roethlisberger on the crossing pattern, almost intercepted. Le'Veon Bell spinning out of trouble, but only gets it to the 24-yard line. Roethlisberger wide open on the far side of the field. That is complete to Jesse James, the tight end. He's out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. Le'Veon Bell in the backfield, and whistles blow, and delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense number 7. 5-yard penalty. Replay.
2nd and 15. Bell. And wrapped up by Joe Schobert, the middle linebacker. Remember? Over the middle. Popped up in the air, incomplete. In and out of the hands of Vance McDonald, the tight end, and Pittsburgh will have to kick.
Forcing this punt.
The Real Peppers will play this one from the 13 on the run and out of bounds short of the 25-yard line.
In the NFL.
Kaiser trying to elude the rush, on the move, and slides down across the 25, and penalty flags fly as Ryan Shazier makes contact.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 50. It's a 15-yard penalty added to the end of the play, automatic, 1st down.
Crowell, nothing, lost yardage on the play. Kaiser throwing, popped in the air, it falls incomplete. A2 habit for him. On 3rd and 11, Kaiser shakes a tackler, throws to the near sideline, and this time DeValve with the catch to about the 47-yard line. That'll be about 3 yards short of a 1st down. So Eli Rogers stands at the 10-yard line for the Steelers. He will chase this one down. No, he'll let it bounce, and it takes a Cleveland bounce. Hunter in the backfield. The deep back. He gets the handoff. And out to about the 7, a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Hey, easy alert!
On 2nd down. Once again, Connor, and here's a late flag coming in from the secondary.
Holding. Defense. Number 98. It's a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. An automatic first down.
Roethlisberger to throw, and that's complete across the 15, and out to the 21 is Eli Rogers.
Depth. The safety is away from the line of scrimmage, so making a point to make sure nobody gets behind him.
Quick pass to the outside, doesn't click for Pittsburgh, intended for Bell. The handoff going up the middle, and it's not going to go. First drops back only slightly for the punt. Short one. And takes a Pittsburgh bounce and goes out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Crowell in the backfield. Crowell, they fake it to him. Kaiser on his feet and over the middle, and did he catch it? Close to the 40-yard line? They say yes. Corey Coleman thrown to. Crowell, left side, turns the corner. On 2nd and 9, Kaiser, a little pump fake, and now throws down the sideline. It is incomplete, out of bounds. Kaiser, near side of the field, and a complete miscommunication there, or else he just threw it purposely behind him. And Polk will try to hang it up. Bounces at the 7. Goes the other way, and it'll be down before it gets out to the 15. They're going to spot it at the 13-yard line. This high-powered Steeler offense is yet to find its groove. Quick pass outside. That is complete. And Antonio Brown.
So you're saying even I should be able to figure that one out?
That's a complete pass on the slant out to the 30-yard line. Tight end Jesse James. 2nd and 5. Another quick pass outside. And this is Martavis Bryant, and Bryant wrapped up at about the 30-yard line. It is 25 yards off the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 4. Roethlisberger, sideline. Great defensive play out on the corner.
Ending the first down pickup.
4 offensive drives, 4 punts for the Steelers. Peppers from his own 10. Right up the middle of the field and across the 30, across the 35. Down Cleveland at their own 31. Crowell. Maybe a yard on the play.
See Kaiser there, 8 of 12, 73 yards.
This is Crowell to about the 39-yard line. We mentioned T.J. Watt.
No, domino, 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 domino.
Kaiser being blitzed, hit as he threw the ball. And incomplete. He will grab this one at his own 9. And tripped up as he crosses the 15-yard line, and we have a flag today.
During the return, holding. Return team, number 88. That penalty is half the distance to the goal. First down.
Talk about your 2 deep safeties. Roethlisberger with all kinds of time, cranks it up and throws, and that's complete. Penalty markers down inside the 5-yard line as Antonio Brown takes it out of bounds.
Personal foul, illegal peel back block, offense, number 26. That penalty is half the distance to the goal. First down.
Blocked by Le'Veon.
Yeah, Le'Veon did a good job. It looked like Nix, after he got beat, was trying to come back.
1st and 14, Bell over the middle. Dances across the 10 to about the 11. 2nd and 7. Roethlisberger over the middle. That's caught at the 35. Antonio Brown on his horse. And tackled inside the 40-yard line. Derek Kindred made the saving tackle. First down from the 39. Roethlisberger Flips it out. Good grab by Antonio Brown and out of bounds. Another quick pass to the outside, and that is complete. And again, Antonio Brown, and Brown inside the 5. It'll be first and goal.
3 catches specifically.
Roethlisberger looks left, pump fake. Getting all kinds of time. Still looking, throws, and back to the end zone, incomplete. Le'Veon Bell breaks a tackle. And just inside the 5-yard line. Roethlisberger throwing over the middle, and is caught for the touchdown. And that's Jesse James, the tight end.
On this drive, 53, middle linebacker for the Browns. More of a run-stuffing guy. Getting in great position, just goes for the ball, and just the timing of it's off, and he doesn't make contact with it.
And it's good.
Well, you have conversations with different individuals, and AB was one of those guys for him. They said, listen, there's going to be some games where you put up big numbers, but understand that it's going to be spread around quite a bit. Today he's got big numbers, though.
Peppers tried to run this one out of the end zone, got as far as the 11-yard line. We're going to give it to Matthew Days, the rookie running back. He will fight his way out to about the 14, and another timeout is called. 2nd and 7. Kaiser will throw. Near sideline, that is complete. And out of bounds is Corey Coleman. And 29 seconds on the clock. Kaiser gonna go down. Once again, the 3rd sack of the day for the Pittsburgh defense.
The Steelers right now getting points on the board.
I can't get over that picture of you. I think that's classic. It's right out of a yearbook somewhere. Pittsburgh, 102. His last 2 games. Roethlisberger, a little bit over the middle and through behind his intended receiver. Time, and now running out of time is Roethlisberger, and he goes down at the 15-yard line. The NFL a season ago. Roethlisberger pulls it down, now going deep far sideline. It is incomplete.
And you can see him. I'm sitting here watching him on the sideline right now, and the first person he's going up to is Martavis Bryant, trying to get some communication. Hey, let's get this thing going, trying to get him pumped up.
Peppers lost the ball and covered it at the 40-yard line. Sean Kaiser, his first series here in the second half. And he'll throw. Pump fake, and then throwing, and then back shoulder, and the catch is made by Corey Coleman. Crowell up the middle to about the 32.
Offensively.
On 2nd and 6, Kaiser throwing to the near side. That is complete, and inside the 20 is Seth DeValve. And DeValve all the way to the 12 and a first down. Cleveland at the Pittsburgh 11. Crowell. Kaiser dancing around, and then is going to go down at about the 17-yard line. Kaiser on the move. Going to keep it inside the 10, and out about the 6-yard line he goes down from 24 yards out. And it's good.
Go down and get some points.
Terrell Watson and Juju Smith-Schuster are deep, and neither of them are going to get a chance to return this. 6 offensive drives so far today.
Right here, base,
They start again now from the 25. Roethlisberger sideline, and the catch is made at about the 40-yard line. Bell showing that trademark patience. He sneaks it across the 40 to about the 42-yard line. 2nd and 7.
Right here. Come on, Mo.
Look at the corners, how far off they are.
Going to go deep. Down the near sideline, Antonio Brown incomplete. And a flag is thrown from the middle of the field.
Pass interference, defense, number 21. Ball is placed in the spot of the foul, automatic first down.
Bell in the backfield with Roethlisberger. Then, all kinds of time. And then shovels it forward to Bell, and Bell inside the 10 to about the 8 and very close to another first down. First and goal for Pittsburgh.
We got 5-3, no scoop.
Bell. Maybe a yard, 2 yards, let's call it. Bell. The 5, spinning, and forward progress will be marked at about the 2. Looks left, pump fake, pass underneath, and it's good for the touchdown to the tight end, Jesse James. His second touchdown catch of the day.
Splits out left, so 2 defenders go that way, you pump that way, and then Jesse James, who's blocking on the end in protection, he does a late leak. You can see the offensive line work their way upfield. That's a called chunky yards, and of course it's easy to say. If you don't hook him, then it ends up being a big catch for a touchdown. So
Peppers watches this one fly overhead, and the touchback will start. Receivers bunched at the bottom of your screen. Quick pass out here, and that's Corey Coleman, and Coleman can't find running room. Second and 15. Play fake. Kaiser. Looking, and goes down at the 16-yard line, courtesy of T.J. Watt. Third and a long, 18. Kaiser, all kinds of time, throwing to the sideline. It's complete, and then belted on the reception is Ricardo Lewis by William Gay.
Foul. Unnecessary roughness defense. Hit against the head or neck of the defenseless receiver. That's a 15-yard penalty for an automatic first down.
So it's a first down for Cleveland. Kaiser. That's incomplete. And here's a flag.
Prior to the pass, holding. Defense, number 25. It's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
now that he's on the Steelers.
Kaiser, other side of the field. That one's on the money. And out of bounds at midfield is Kenny.
Which we still don't know yet, Greg.
Thank you, Jamie. This is Isaiah Crowell, and Crowell dips inside the 45 to the 44-yard line.
Think of the last scoring drive the Steelers just had. They were greatly helped by a penalty.
That pass is almost picked off on the quick slant by William Gay. Crowell in the backfield. Kaiser gonna flip it to Crowell. Dodges a couple of tacklers, but he's brought down at the 43-yard line. A few days in the backfield with Kaiser on 4th and 2. Outside, complete, first down to the 35-yard line. Seth DeValve, the second-year tight end.
They get caught because DeValve gets out to the flat quickly.
No huddle. And Kaiser going down again. And here's a penalty flag that flies.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, late hit, number 90, defense. When the quarterback's on the ground, it's a 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Isaiah Crowell in the backfield. Fake it to him. Kaiser with all kinds of time and underthrew the ball. It's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Watt. James Conner in the backfield with Roethlisberger, who will throw. And over the middle, that is complete to Jesse James, the tight end. This is Conner. And Conner inside the 40, or outside the 40 to the 41-yard line. Roethlisberger throwing, complete to Antonio Brown, first down, and a little bit more as he just gets to midfield and is knocked out of bounds. This is Conner. Conner bulls his way for about 3, maybe 4. 2nd and 6. Conner again. No, fake to him. The pass is complete to Antonio Brown.
You can take advantage of, and so far in the second half, that's what the Steelers have been able to take advantage of.
On first down, this is Conner. Ben Roethlisberger and said 12.5 to play. And Roethlisberger had it batted down at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. They need the 20 for a first down. Over the middle and intercepted. Tipped and then intercepted is Derek Kindred. Kindred on his way back and to the 30-yard line. Big interception gives them the ball, and here's Kaiser. Running out of time and going down for the 7th time today.
Kaiser, Hargrave able to get the sack.
Loss of 9, 2nd and 19. Kaiser over the middle, wide open and dropped at the 40 by Kenny Britt. Kaiser with time this time, throws this side, and that is complete to DeValve, and DeValve brought down at about the 28-yard line. That's going to be well short. Holton, line drive kick. This one will be returnable, although it backs him up back to his own 12-yard line. And out to about the 24, maybe the 25-yard line. Roethlisberger. The pitch for Bell. Bell to the 25. Pick up a yard. On 2nd and 9 on the quick slant. To about the 30 is Antonio Brown. Another quick slant, and that is caught by Brown.
Okay.
So a new set of downs for Roethlisberger now at the 42. Bell to the outside. Penalty markers down as he takes it across midfield and into Cleveland territory. Now let's check.
Offense, number 19. That's a 10-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
Browns have totaled 163 on the day. Out into the flat, Bell managed to hold on and goes down at the 30-yard line. Roethlisberger throwing over the middle. Oh, threading the needle and inside, or just across the 40. No, it says incomplete.
3rd and 21.
They are 25 yards off the line of scrimmage, and this is Bell, and Bell, you have all season to feed him. You don't have to do that now. This is Peppers, and Peppers with the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. Sixon in the game, spread to the near side. Kaiser gonna go deep down this sideline and overthrew it. Duke Johnson wearing. Kaiser flips it to Crowell. Crowell got the first down before stepping out of bounds on the far side of the field. Kaiser over the middle, and he's got his man at the 35-yard line, Ricardo Lewis.
Sometimes you got to lace that ball in there, and that's exactly what Kaiser did on that throw.
29-yard pickup, and Kaiser again. That is complete. And under the 20, under the 15, to about the 10-yard line goes Isaiah Crowell. So here are the Browns trying to do what you just said they've got to do and put some points on the board here. This is Matthew Dane.
Get out there with that youth and see how they react to it.
Kaiser throwing outside. That's complete. Inside the 5 to about the 4 is David Njoku. Kaiser. Throw it away.
Now down to 2.
Got the play off in time. Looking left, throwing on the slant. Did he get in? Penalty markers fly.
I think it's a
touchdown. It is.
Who'd you say it was? Coleman with the catch. So Kaiser fires the slant in there. You can see his feet are in the end zone. Looks like the ball's in the end zone as well.
The result of the play is a touchdown.
We go for 2. Gonna hand it off, and up the middle is Crowell.
Before we get to this kick. Oh,
they're gonna pooch it up short. Schuster on the run at the 15 and goes down at the 20.
try and get first downs, use up the clock, and keep the Browns from getting the ball back.
Roethlisberger, the quick one to tight end Jesse James, and James across the 25, out to about the 28-yard line. Bell looking for 2 yards, has them and more. We have a penalty marker down. 2 markers down in the backfield.
Offense, number 53. The 10-yard penalty, replay, second down.
It's Mark. Roethlisberger with time, lots of time, still looking. And down this sideline it is, caught by Antonio Brown. Oh, what a catch!
Phenomenal. Antonio Brown is lined up on the right side of the field. He just does a 12 to 15-yard dig route, and as he sees Ben scramble and slide, he just looks for an open window in the defense, and he just drifts to the outside. And Roethlisberger, knowing who to look for, just buying time, not under pressure, puts it high and away and to the outside of the replay up on the big board.
Cleveland is challenging the ruling on the field on a catch.
Yes, I think, watch, he hits the ground. The ball's down, it's secured. He's rolling over, it's secure, everything's secure. Oh, and there it comes out. So I think he's already down by that point in time. I think he's made enough moves, secured the ball. It's a secondary move to get up. Ball's complete, there's no bobble, and then he goes to get up. I think it stays a completion.
After review, the ruling on the field stands as called. It is a catch.
First down, under 2.5 to play. Le'Veon Bell. Running room on the side, and there he goes, 30. Before he stood up at about the 29-yard line.
Timeout, they lost 2 of them together.
So Roethlisberger, they'll be taking knees from here on out.
As I said, no moral victories, but the fact that this is 21-18 and it came down to the end of the fourth quarter, this is a good start for a team that's trying to build from scratch. Number of players were re-signed. Left tackle Alejandro Villanueva, wide receiver Antonio Brown. Joe Hayden was signed after being released from Cleveland. They got T.J. Watt in the draft, so it's a team that's expecting big things this season.
Last 20 seconds will wind down with no further action on the field other than the handshakes. Pittsburgh, the defending AFC North champs, 11-5 a year ago. They ring up another opening day. They have won 8 consecutive regular season games and 30-5 against the Browns since the year 2000.